Okay, today we'll cover transitions. So rename this as transitions. So transitions we use mainly for to control uh, the the execution path. Okay, to control complete process. Okay, depends upon the conditions. If you want to execute in a different path. Okay, mainly to control our execution path we use transitions. In transitions we have four types: success, that is by default transition; success with condition; success with no matching condition; and error. There are the four transition types that we have.
Yeah.
That's four. Okay, transition with condition, without condition. Other one is error. These are the four types of transitions we have.
Right.
So for example, I'm going to create a process definition. Say I'll make it this as a transition process. Double click on this. So it depends upon the condition. I want to execute a different path. Okay, then we can go for this. So simply I am going to create a simple I use a write to log activity. Okay, and I use a transition and map it. Okay,
Right.
and on this is the transition types. Okay, we have success with condition, success with no matching condition, error.
Yeah.
So there are the four condition types that we have. By default it is success. You can see here. If you want to change the
Yeah.
colors, you can change the color, background color, the line type. Okay, you want the multiple bends, one bend, curved, or S shapes. Okay, we can use that. Okay, so here
Right.
we'll specify different I'll use the transition again, like write to log, one more write to log activity. Okay, so here depends upon the condition. Okay, say for example, if I'll pass here a number. Okay, if the number is greater than 10, it has to execute this condition. I'll use success with condition. Okay, and in next path I need to specify the condition here. If the num greater than 10. Okay, this is the condition I'm giving. And you want to give any label for this, you can specify number greater than 10. Okay, or you can use anything here.
You're
Just a
right.
label. Okay, just a label. Okay, if it is less than 10, then I need to execute this. The second one. Just a label. That's the reason I'm giving this a different name here. Okay.
Right. Right.
And if these two conditions are not satisfied, okay, I need to execute a default one. Okay, then we'll specify this as success with no matching condition. If none of the conditions are satisfied, say if else, like that. Okay, this is if the number is greater than 10, else if number less than 10, else. Okay, execute
Is
this one.
right.
So I'll specify the number here. Just I'll print it. Just save it now and go to tester and run this process. Go to transitions and run this process. Specify here as 12. It executes the first one. Okay, if you want to specify the value again, okay, if you right click and say create job, then it won't pop up a window again. Okay, so we
Right.
need to use this icon, you need to click on that, or F12 you need to type. Just press F12, okay?
Right.
It will pop up a window again. Right click and create a job. Okay?
Right.
Okay, if I specify 10, it executes the otherwise one because it's 10, right? It is greater than 10, this is less than 10. Okay, other one we
Right.
have is error. Okay, error we use whenever you get an error. Say for example, there's a mandatory field here. I'm not passing a mandatory field here. So this is an error. If we check, this is a value required for message. Okay, this is a
Right.
mandatory field. I'm not specifying here. It throws an error, right?
Yes.
To catch that, okay, we have catch error. So what we can do is like we can catch the exception and write it to a log file. So we say catch all. It catches all the exceptions. Okay?
Right.
Go to the output. See here, we'll get exception here. Any element it can be. Just map this. So whatever we'll get here, okay, all that will be writing to the write to log activity.
Log
okay?
file. Right.
Okay. Yes, even if you want, you can type make it as error log. But all the four will write to only to the log file. Okay.
Log file.
Just click on run this. Now we have specified 10 in last case, right? So there is a mandatory field we didn't specify, so it catches the exception.
Okay.
Here you can go to the output. So there is a field is required. Input data invalid. There is an error we got. So it writes to the file here. This is the data I can see here. This is error. So complete exception is written to the log. You can see from the console also. Okay.
Right.
So if you specify other values, say for example 11, there is no error. So whenever it executes this one, we don't know, like there is a mandatory field, okay, so we didn't specify the mandatory field, that's the reason it is giving an error. Say for example, if you map this,
And this will not give the error now.
yeah, now you specify 10, there's no error now. This is a happy path, right?
Yeah.
Any doubts?
No, it's okay. Clear.
And we have one more process. Say for example, in our yesterday scenario, we're calling this process in this process, right? We are calling wait for file change process in call process here,
Yes.
right? Say for example, we get an error here. Say for example, I didn't specify the same file. Okay, let's see, I'll show you one. So in this we are implementing a catch okay, in this you want to implementing a catch. Okay, Say for example, if I execute the file process, even if there is an error, okay, say for example here I didn't specify, this is an error now, okay.
Yes.
I'll go to the main process, okay, it is validating. Let's run this now. It will copy a file, it will rename a file, then try to create a file. See, we got an error. Okay, for the main process we didn't get that error. It has executed normally, it is a successful transaction, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you want to throw this exception to the main process, say for example, when you're running a sub process and if you get an error, we're handling it properly. But if you want to throw it to the main process, then we need to use one more activity called a rethrow.
Okay.
Okay, we need to use this. See, and I'll show you, like I'll try to map it, okay, whether it's working or not. You'll get an error, okay. Because for rethrow and generator we should not map, okay.
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 Right.
It rethrows the error to the main process. Now see how it works.
But it we didn't tell it to throw the error to main processor. It's it will do automatically.
Yes, it automatically does that. Okay.
Okay.
So in the main process we use a catch. Or you can use write to lock. So we'll catch all. See here we'll get all these exceptions. File already exists, illegal name, rename exception. Okay, whatever we have, all the like file related information, because we are using only file activities here. So all
Right.
the file activity exceptions will get it here. So if you say catch all, it catches all the exceptions. Let me run it again. So it will write all this data. Any doubts?
No. Okay.
I'm trying to stop this, whether it is working or not, just want to check it out. Okay.